Ladies and gentlemen, I'll ask Craig Quinn to throw for the ball, please.
Well, we are
25.
back, ladies and gents. This is the last 16 of the competition. And the man throwing at the board now
25.
is the gladiator, England international Mark McGeeney. And his opponent, standing behind him, is the conqueror of Glendurrant in the last 32, Scotland's Craig Quinn.
25.
Yeah, Craig Quinn, a relative newcomer to our screens, but I'm interested to see how he's going to play after beating Glendurrant, because to beat him he must have played some barnstorming darts. I hope he can take that onto the internet lane now in the last 16.
Well, Craig's a great player. I know him from some tournaments in Scotland. Off the back of a big win, I think it was last weekend, he won a memorial tournament in Fort William, a tournament dedicated to the late great Brian White.
And that's 25. So
and he was over the moon to get his name on that trophy.
So first leg, it's Craig to throw first.
And he got to the last 64 yesterday.
Game on.
So he's a man in pretty good form, but he's got a challenge here against Mark McGeeney, another man who is in great form and capable of beating anyone on his day as McGeeney.
100.
Yes, absolutely. Hit a rich vein of form from about February, well, from about, say, last August, last September
99.
through to about February time. And it seemed to culminate in him missing a double 12 for a 9-dart game at the televised World Trophy back in February. Well,
65.
Spectacular bounce out.
I've never seen that before, the dart landing on the floor and the flight just nestling in the other two darts.
Yep. Barrel, stem, flight, all becoming disjointed there. McGeeney, oh yes. First maximum, yes it is.
180.
And if you want to hit a maximum, Anthony, you always want to do it against the throw.
Yep, very much so. It's given him the upper hand in this leg. But Craig will stick to his
85.
task here. He's a guy with a never say die attitude. Doesn't know when he's beaten, does Craig. Travelled 10 hours to get here this weekend from Elgin.
Well, those 10 hours have been worth it today, I think it's fair to say.
Very much so. And his good lady and his daughter will be at home, Siobhan and Connie. Hello girls, hope you're enjoying the coverage.
$30.
Well, McGeeney on
124.
60. Treble 16 for double 8, and now big 16 will leave tops.
84. $45.
Well,
Mark,
Quinn will be disappointed
40.
with the way this first leg has gone, so tops for McGeeney for an early break. Double 10. And now double 5. It could bust this, but no, it looks like he's going straight for it. Well,
35.
The worst possible outcome from those 3 darts, really, leaving 5.
Yep, 3 unfortunate darts. They were on the lower side of the wire, on the 20 and the 5, just to the left of the 10. But as you say, no immediate pressure with Craig being on 176.
100.
Fires in a nice turn. That is a
Mark,
little bit more pressure now.
5.
So McGeeney, I always say on 5, the big one is the hardest dart to throw. You've got to make sure of that, and then double 2.
Game shot
Sweet
the
as a
first
nut.
leg. Mark McGeeney.
And that gives him a 1-0 lead
Second
against the
leg,
throw.
it's Mark to throw first. Game on.
And we can give you a little update of the current state of play in the tournament. We are into the last 16.
60.
Of course, we have Craig Quinn and Mark McGeeney playing at the moment. Jim Williams and Martin Phillips are taking their places at the board. Cameron Menzies still going, and he will play Gary Robson in the next round.
140.
Scott Waits and Wesley Harms. That will be an absolutely fantastic match to watch. Ted Hankey, Brian Dawson going on at the moment. And down at the bottom
60.
of the draw, Ryan de Vried of the Netherlands and Martin Adams will be facing off. The only man so far through to the quarterfinals is Jeffrey de Graaf.
60.
And
expression on his face.
100. 100. 140. 100.
So McGeeney on
Mark,
141.
require 141.
Treble 20 first start. It's there, treble 19. That leaves the double 12 he missed at the World Trophy for the 9-darter, but this, well, he's missed it again.
129.
Well, almost the same outcome, really.
Yep.
Quinn,
Craig,
101.
101.
This will do nicely. Better leg from him here. 19s. Oh, that's
so unfortunate.
It is.
61.
Well, double 6 for McGeeney to double his lead. It's been a better leg from Quinn. You can see, we've seen hints of the standard he must have thrown against Durrant.
Oh, now then, double 3. The worst possible outcome there.
Oops, struggling on the doubles. The tops, Quinn.
Craig, you
back
require
in.
40.
This for an immediate break back. Double 10.
Game shot on the second leg. Craig Quinn.
And that will make him feel a whole lot better about this game so far.
Craig to throw first.
It's a game that McGeeney has controlled, but he gave away courtesy of missing that double 12, double 6 and double 3. I like the throw of Quinn, I have to say. I've not seen him before myself
60.
Personally, but I'm impressed with his measured approach. And there's a pause when just before he's about to release the dart, and then it's a very fast follow through. It's like he keeps 47. Us all waiting.
All kept in suspense for a few seconds.
Yes, and then it's a really quick fire release. And throws it with some force as well.
100.
Yeah, he certainly does. But I suppose the same could be said about Mark McGeeney's throw. It stops there and then goes. Again, just leaves us in suspense for a little second, and then the release comes.
60.
Yeah, there's more of a drop of the arm with McGeeney, isn't there? Whereas Quinn's arm doesn't move position. It's all in the elbow.
60.
The arm is a lot more static with Quinn, whereas McGeeney is, see, look there, it's a bit more of a pull back before he releases.
Yeah, definitely.
96.
We are also receiving reports that Yorkshire's Willie Kershaw has just beaten Richard Veenstra.
100. Check. 140.
We also have some breaking news for you. Ted Hankey is out. Beaten by Brian Dawson. And it will be Brian Dawson who will take on the winner of Martin Adams and Ryan de Vried for a place on
76.
stage. So Dawson through into the last 8.
141.
And for now McGeeney missed double 12 for this in the last leg. Quinn won't get a shot here.
89.
It's a good setup though. McGeeney really needs to find the trebles here. Put a little bit of pressure on Quinn's 52.
$140.
Yeah, great darts from McGeeney.
Craig,
but Craig now 52 points
52.
away from a 2-1 lead, and it's 2 darts at tops. Only needs
Game
1.
shot on the third leg.
And it's a 2-1 lead for the
Craig
Scotsman.
It's been a great day for the Scott dart players today. We've seen Cameron Menzies dethrone the reigning champion here and the reigning world champion Scott Mitchell in a great match really. We saw Ryan Hogarth as well. He took victory today.
140.
The Scots have been doing well, and on the subject of Cameron Menzies, Gary Robson has just defeated him. So Cameron Menzies has fallen.
85.
Robson through to the next round.
Well, Robson in form. We saw him earlier on the TV lane as well and played very well. So, and the way Menzies was throwing earlier on against Mitchell, Robson must have had to go some to stop him.
40.
So again, as we get down to the latter stages, the quality is really, really strong.
And in a match I'm sure was of the highest quality, and all Welsh affair on the floor. Martin Phillips has beaten Jim Williams by 4 legs to 3.
Last year's runner-up is still looking to go that one step further in Martin Phillips. Jim Williams, we saw, had an end average on the TV lane earlier, just touching 100. So Phillips, again, he's another one who will have had to have performed really strongly in order to beat his Welsh compatriot.
100.
They'll both be flying to Turkey in next month for the World Cup.
Yep, Phillips, of course, the captain of Wales.
130 caps for Wales and counting.
Well,
that's
45.
Unlucky. A maximum to the left.
A poor man's 180, as we call it. And Craig Quinn will want to take advantage of that. And he's going the right way about it.
100.
116, he will be back for a shot at it. And McGeeney 176 just needs to try and set it up, but put the pressure on the 116.
Yeah, it's been a steady match so far. We're just waiting to see who is going to show that extra bit of quality to get them over the finishing line.
Yeah, there's been no fireworks as of yet, apart from the missed double 12 for the 141. But both guys are playing very steady darts.
Well, I would have thought he would have come to the right there. If he moved to the right, then he probably would have been able to see a lot more of the open bed than what he could by going to the left. But anyway, his view is better than mine.
42.
His instinct is better than mine.
Mark, you require 76.
This is the chance McGeeney needed. Looks like he's staying there. And that's one dart now for double 18 and 2-2.
40.
So that is above.
Craig, you require 74.
At this stage of the tournament, these fine margins, 14s for 16s, yes, double 16 for 3 successive legs.
58.
No.
Very unlucky.
Just inside, so
36.
McGeeney, a let-off. Double 18. He likes it on this side of the board. Although that could be blocking. Needs to come to the right. 1 to go. This has got a hit.
Oh dear.
No score.
He's managed to thread
Craig,
the needle between those two
16.
darts. But unfortunately for him, not in. And
Game
Craig
shot
Quinn
on the 4th
capitalises.
leg. Craig Quinn.
And that's a 3rd consecutive leg for Craig Quinn.
5th leg, it's Craig to throw first.
A break of throw as well.
Game on.
And now Craig Quinn is throwing for the match. And what a story this would be for the Scotsman, taking out the 2 seeded players in his group.
Yes, absolutely.
60.
And, well, he's won 3 straight legs here, so it seems that when he gets into his rhythm, there's no stopping him. So what Glenn Durran found out, it's what Mark McGeeney is finding out here as well. And sometimes you see this, sometimes you see a player come out of left
46.
field and just storm through, and it seems to be that is the case with Quinn. And who's to say that he may not leave here the
60.
champion a little bit later on.
Yeah, I spoke to Craig earlier on today. His preparation for today has been good. He said early night last night, just went out, had his dinner, came back, chilled out in the hotel, and was up nice and early this morning. Had a walk on the beach,
140.
a couple of practice starts, and he was ready to go this morning. And his preparation is showing in his performance. He's doing really, really well here.
It's the semi-finals and final that will be on stage later. So the winner of this will take on
60.
Martin Phillips for a place in the last 4. We are bringing you the latest scores from the last 16 as we watch McGeeney, a brilliant 145 to leave the top shot.
And I think that's exactly what McGeeney needs, just to kickstart this match in his favour, just to break the momentum of Quinn. Would be a 170 finish, would get him back on track.
87. Mark, you require 170.
So it's 60-60 bull, and there's one. It's there. Bullseye for a 170 finish and a 3-2. Oh, just above.
145.
Oh, the thickness of a wire. And Quinn now, he'll be disappointed with this. It was his throw.
28.
Yes, not happy.
Mark, you
McGeeney,
require 25.
9. Double 8, just there. Double 4, been struggling on the doubles in this match.
17.
And the struggles continue.
And more breaking news coming from the floor. Ryan de Vried is out of the tournament. Martin Adams has moved on to the next round.
Yep, Adams was in the last 4 of the British Classic yesterday. He's 1 step away from the last 4 of the Open. McGeeney's got to be frustrated here because his scoring in the main has been more than competitive with Quinn, but it's his frailties on the doubles. That's what's tripping him up.
Yep.
One of them's got to go in. And it does. And that will make him feel better.
Yeah, that is the biggest sigh of relief from McGeeney.
To throw first. Game on.
Yeah, but it's important to put all of those missed darts out into the back of your mind as quickly as possible, because it's that old saying, the more you miss the doubles, the more likely you are to miss again.
60.
It becomes a vicious circle at times, and I think that's what McGeeney has been caught up in this match.
I think McGeeney needs to remember that now at 3-2, he has the advantage of throwing this leg. The match is going with throw once again.
Well, Quinn will be disappointed. I mean, he was throwing for the match in that leg. And to produce probably his worst leg of the match so far will be immense disappointment. And now McGeeney with the throw to take us to a last leg where, of course, anything can happen. They'll both be feeling the pressure. There's just feels as if there's so much at stake when you get to the last 16, last day territory of the tournament.
60.
Yeah, McGeeney's used to the pressure of playing in the latter stages of competitions like this. No stranger to the cameras either. But the way Craig Quinn has handled himself in this match, and indeed in this tournament,
41.
It's an absolute pleasure to watch.
Well, on the converse side of that, it's almost as if when you do get through to the last 4 and you do get through to the stage finals, it's almost like going back to square one.
60.
Yeah, very true.
You know, because when you get on stage, it's a whole new ball game. It's a whole new environment than what you have been playing on the floor, where it's noisy. You've got people all around you, on top of you almost.
140.
We've seen it in the past from so many people who can go to tournaments, play on the floor, play absolutely fantastic on the floor. Then in stage events, they don't perform to the best of their ability.
Now Quinn, this would be perfect timing for a maximum.
140.
This really is anyone's leg. And a wayward first start from McGeeney, but he makes the transition back into the treble.
85.
Yeah, lovely second dart, just tucked under the flight of the first one.
He'll be back for 90. Craig just taking a step back. I think Mark maybe dropped a flight there. Oh, but he's finding it right in the middle. Oh, now then, 25. Oh, he's hit the bull, a 170.
170.
Scoring 170 to leave him 11.
Mark,
but
you
McGeeney
require
on
90.
This is for 3-3 and to take us to a decider. And I see he's went the wrong way in my opinion. I would have went the 20s, but the 25 leaves him 1 dart at the bull.
Unlucky, he was tough to get under there.
Craig, you require
and now
11.
For the match and to continue this dream run of Quinn's, just about hits the big 3, a double 4 for the match. Or just inside there, it's a perfect guide.
Oh, so
can't
lucky.
use it.
Mark, you require 25.
And this is maybe a opportunity McGeeney was not expecting with Quinn sitting on 11. But a single 9 leaves double 8 for 3-3. And first start, it's right there.
Leg. Mark McGeeney.
McGeeney has exercised
Seventh
the
and final
doubles
leg.
demon.
It's Craig to throw first.
But now it is Craig Quinn
Game
who has
on.
the darts in this final leg to determine who will take their place in the quarter-finals of this, the 41st British Open.
Yeah, that was the most pressured double McGeeney's thrown in this game, and he managed to hit
60.
it. And now already there is a chance.
Yep, just 60 from Quinn, and an opening now if McGeeney can find a couple of red bits.
Well, there's one treble. You would love to see another one in there. Unlucky, just deflected off that, didn't it?
It did. Good cover there from McGeeney. Oh, Craig wayward that first start. But what a transition that is. He's recovered well.
85.
85. He'll take that after hitting the 5 with his first start. His flight flew off. A little apology there to Mark for holding him up a little bit, but Mark won't mind that at all.
Great dart. He's staying there.
100.
Steady turn keeps him in front in the leg.
Yeah, but Quinn, if he can put in a couple of trebles,
Oh,
there's
then.
one of them. If you can get another one in there,
100.
well, just a turn. It's It's anyone's game, this. It's going to go right down to the wire. 49 behind isn't too much of a disaster for McGeeney, but he's got to hit a treble.
And he does.
100.
Keeps his nose in front, but Quinn can leave a finish here with a ton or better.
I was talking earlier on in this game about one of these two players showing us that extra bit of quality to get them over the line, and I think that's what it's come down to in this last leg.
81.
It's a good last start. Can't leave him a finish though. So McGeeney will be first to a finish.
$100.
Great turn again, the treble with the last.
Now, can Quinn leave himself two darter or better, even a double?
Well, McGeeney's going to get a shot at 105, and with that, you may have to say he has to hit it.
Yep.
Mark you require,
so
105.
He's got options. He's looking up at the treble 20 for the match. Now, treble 15 to leave tops. Double top.
To cap an amazing comeback. Oh,
85.
A little thrutch in the
Craig,
arm
you
there.
require 50.
And now it's the Scotsman, Big Craig Quinn, the mighty Quinn they call him. He hits the single 10 and it's tops for a 4-3 win. Double 10. Oh,
40.
so close.
Mark you require
both
20.
of them with missed darts. Now McGeeney with 3 in his hand.
Yep. Advantage McGeeney here, 2 10s. Double 5, has to aim high. That is a great marker. You can use the barrel, and that is the perfect marker for that. He has hit the double 5 with his last dart. He was 3 legs to 1 down, and Mark McGeeney pulls off a fantastic comeback and takes his place in the quarter-finals of the British Open. Unbelievable stuff.
Next up on this live stream is a quarter-final game. It's the only one of the quarter-finals we're going to show you, I believe, and it's not a bad one either. How about this? Scott